Welcome to episode number 8 of his Treachery Tense Relocation franchise series. And today we are playing against the Yankees in the Bronx in the final game of the regular season. Yeah, I did spill it in the last episode on this channel, or last video on this channel. It's in Minnesota, so I'm back home. I haven't obviously filmed the video here since the day before I left, Wednesday night, I think. That's the last time. Yep, Wednesday night. September 26, 2020, really the last day of the season, not September 27th, but even if I had answered the day before I saved it, it wouldn't save that, because I didn't technically play a game, but, it's Kenta Maeda. Yes, we do have Kenta Maeda. You already know that. I traded for him a long time ago. It was like, along with Medelsino, but he has 31 home runs. That's pretty good. Kenta Maeda versus James Paxton. Fortunately, like I said in the last video on this channel, we're in the wild card game. The Yankees won the division by, well, right now 6 games. It'll be 5 games or well, they'll win the division by 5 games, 6 games, or 7 games. Doesn't really matter. I mean, let's see. If you look at the Orioles, they're 50 games back. The Yankees already clinched their division and the best record in the American League. And we clinched the first one, we did clinch the first wild card spot. We have won 8 straight, but it was a little too late. But I mean, we're 3rd in power, 3rd in pitching, and who's first in both of those? Well, 2nd in pitching for the Yankees, 1st for power, and then we're 10th for time, 16th in speed, 13th in defense. So everything's below 20 or under 20, which is pretty good. And then Twins won the Central. Indians might be made in the wild card, they might not be. And then Astros, boo. They won the division. And so it'll be the Astros and Twins, and the Yankees will face possibly us. Well, actually, if we will have to face them in the playoffs if we get past the wild card game, which I'm gonna tell you what the schedule will be up to Thursday. I'll tell you what the schedule is. And then we're the first sale watchers, but I just said Athletics and Indians. Athletics are there. Athletics are there. And the NL watcher spot. Indians a game back. So for them to force a game 163, Indians need to win and the A's need to lose. But if they both win or both lose, A's in, or if the A's win and the Indians lose, the A's are in. But I mean, we're really, remember, our home stadium is the Metrodome, but obviously we're not playing in the Metrodome in this game because we're the road team. I'm not sure as the first pitch in it, but I'm not sure. But then the Braves won the East, Cubs won the Central, Dodgers won the West, always. 2 wildcard teams, Diamondbacks and Phillies. The Diamondbacks will be hosting. That's the Phillies, so Bryce Harper. Other than the Marlins, they won 9 straight. It's a little too little, too late, but they'll finish 83 and 79 or 82 and 80. They'll finish over 500 for a Marlins team. Pretty good because they just won 9 straight to make sure they finish above 500 by 3 games or 2 games. And then the Nationals 2 games back, but it's really because they lost 2 straight. So they even won 1 straight. It could be something like where they're 1 game bad with 1 game left to play, but they're eliminated because 1 game left. They're not bad, or 2 games beyond with 1 game left to play. And so really the only thing that's not clinched is who it's set an AL wildcard spot. And it's between the Indians or the A's. So the Indians. So let's say the Angels play, or I was looking at the Angels play the A's in Anaheim, and then the Indians play the Blue Jays at home. For that game, it's Mike Clevenger, who in real life got suspended by the team because they broke protocol, COVID-19 protocol. I don't know what the police said. They sent a damn police said. So it's Mike Clevenger versus Ryan Bote or something. And for the Angels, or for the A's, it's Andrew Heaney versus Franklin Molasses. something like that. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I posted my NBA 2K20 My Career, the next episode of that series earlier, and this should be done on Monday as well. Tuesday, tomorrow, will be, after postseason. It's postseason bread, and probably the last one, because, first of all, we might hunt while the playoffs are going on, like at the end of October, which the World Series will just be going on. And either way, it's 16 teams. I doubt they'll switch this postseason to 16 teams until next year, which, so I'm just obviously doing the ones in play now, the live roster that I did for Game 2 of last year's LDS between the Twins and the 80s in the Bronze, where we're about to play. So that's tomorrow, and then Wednesday, Nationals franchise, and then words. I should be able to film a Senate video that day. I posted the next day, which should be Vinny J, NHL 20 Be a Pro, and then also on Thursday, and I'll film and post on Thursday. It'll be what was it? Something. Well, then Thursday will be Vintage NHL 20 Be a Pro, which I filmed the day before and schedule, or for the next day, or I just posted the next day if I don't schedule the night before. And also on Thursday, I'm then doing. I had it, but then I lost it. Only then for a second. Man, I can't think of it. Oh yeah. And then it will be obviously the first Nationals franchise on Wednesday, 4th of July day, and then on the send a video on Thursday that would film that day and posted that day would be the next day really. Let me put it that way because yeah, it would be the next day really. It would be the All-Star Home Run Derby and or the All-Star game for my Nationals franchise. It might just be the All-Star names. I don't think we have anyone in the Home Run Derby. You at least get one player in the All-Star game. So yeah, that's what we're gonna do. That's the schedule up to Thursday. There should be 2 videos on Friday as well. I'm not sure what either of the videos will be, but I'll tell you, or I might not, and then you'll just find out the day I post those videos. So it's been a pretty good month, but unfortunately that been enough lead. And if you let the lead in every division, the American League sits, and then it's 14, 18, and 13 for the National League. Everything's sealed besides the second AL wildcard spots between the A's and the Indians. And if we win this game, if we lose, well, as soon as that record as the Rays last year, because remember, we relocated and rebranded the Rays, and then if we play the A's, it wouldn't technically be a rematch, but the A's players would play it basically almost, but it wouldn't be a rematch technically because it's not the same team, but the same players. We just obviously rebranded and relocated the Rays, so it'd be funny if we played the A's again. So obviously it would be. First of all, the last of the A's are the home team this year. Well, it's not only at the Tropicana Field, it's going to be at the Metrodome. So, I don't know. So, yeah. And by the way, we also have Trevor Richards. You get to expand your roster 2 guys, 28. And that Trevor Richards, starting pitcher, that's our second line reliever, and then Manuel Margot, which will be in his lineup for this game because I think for some reason when I was simming, they only put him as a pinch runner. So really, since he's come up, he has one at bat, which I did in the previous game we on 7-3. He I think popped out or something, or then did a hit. So he's gonna be in the lineup because obviously Trevor Richard and Manuel Margot are not eligible for the playoffs, so they'll go back down to AAA when the playoffs start. So yeah, they're way out 3:05 Eastern in the Bronx, which is in Eastern time. And by the way, if the Yankees win this game, I never realized this. If the Yankees win, obviously that means we lose. That means we'll have the same record as the Rays did last year, and we relocated and rebranded the Rays, obviously, like I said 2 times before. And obviously that means the Yankees would win. The Yankees have the same exact record as last year. So yeah, Snates are the go controller, and the Yankees are the boot controller. So yeah, there's Judge. Home uniforms for the Yankees. Obviously, you don't have 2 uniforms for the Snakes, home and road, and on the road uniforms. We're not at home uniforms. So yeah, home uniforms for the Yankees, road uniforms for the Snakes. Here we go. Wrong controller because I'm used to the home. Yankee Stadium holds 47,422. Opened in 2009. Presentation mode, broadcast theme style, broadcast theme style, the show theme, broadcast theme style, the show theme, quick counts on, power towers, clear skies. The technically for the Wild, do I not put him out? Belovich is 11-1. Oh my! Oh, I forgot. I'm looking. He's not our ace. Our ace is Blake Snell. He'll be out for the AL wildcard name. But Belovich, obviously we only. So it's only Patson for the But then look at Belovich. I think he's only started 18 starts because I got him. I think after I traded someone away because we don't have starters. But look at this. He's pitched 109 innings. He's 11-1 for 18 starts. So really has 6 no decisions, but really only 1 loss. So yeah, righty versus lefty, 88 or Kenta Maeda, right-handed pitcher 87 overall versus James Paxton, left-handed pitcher. Or Kenta Maeda, right-handed pitcher 87 overall versus James Paxton, left-handed pitcher 88 overall. So really, righty versus lefty, 88 versus 87. So I'm gonna. I know. And by the way, our DH against lefties is Jose Martinez when there's a DH, and he plays in left field when there's no. So he doesn't play when there's a right-handed pitcher and DH. He does play when there's left-handed pitcher and DH, and there's right-handed pitcher and no DH left field, and then when there's a left-handed pitcher and no DH right field. So he's a DH right now. Rosario's in center. So I'll figure out the line. I'll show you in the next clip. This clip's about to end. So I did the lineups off camera, so I won't waste time in the video. I'm just going to show you them right quickly. And I'm going to play my plans for a team, by the way. Never surgery not turned down at all. So for the Snakes, it's Joey Wendell at center base, Jose Martinez at DH, Eddie Rosario in left, Mendelson at third, Marlon Gonzalez at short, Hunter Renfroe in right, Manuel Mardo in center, G-Man Choi at first, and Williams asked to do it behind the play. I did take out Zanino, because obviously he'll be starting play for the AL wildcard, and so just giving him a little break. Because remember that the Yankees, they don't play I think we play on Wednesday, so not until Friday. And first of all, and then for them, Labor Torres at DH, Aaron Judge in right, Dustin Pedroia at second, LeMahieu I took out. And because first of all, his energy's low, and there's extra rest because avoid injury. I mean, and either way, his energy low. And then Stanton in left, Mendel Annular at third, Luke Boyd at first, Tyler Wade at short, Gio Urshela energy was low as well. And it was low, like lower than Judge and Boyd, and everyone else is full. And then Sanchez and then Gardner. Out hits. I mean, his energy is way low. I mean, probably need some rest anyways. And if you look, hits had a snowflake. Wade has a snowflake too. Pedroia and Stanton have them too. And Torres, Judge, Aguilar, Boyd, and Sanchez have them. For us, Eddie Rosario is the only one that has a snowflake. And then for us, Renfroe and Choi are the ones that have the fires. And yeah, Choi, in real life, I didn't know he had a switch hitter, or he tried to at least. So yeah, here we go. Here we go. As our DH has been in center, their DH has been in first. And I'm not sure. Technically, I'm not sure who we're actually going to face him. Our DH is Greg Jones, and there's a right-handed pitcher. And DH, so I'm not sure. I'm going to switch it up and leave him like that if we face a right-handed pitcher for the All-Star game. if we face a right-handed pitcher for the wild card game. I'm not sure, but I'm not sure. It should be. It will be before I go back to school, which is September 1st. So the schedule Super Summer will last until August 31st. Because before I started school, I think last year was September 3rd, September 1st and 2nd. The time slots were still there, but I didn't film anything whenever I want. Oh, so this year I started September 1st, Tuesday, September 1st. So schedule and the time slots will last until August 31st. Or through August 31st. The last day will be August 31st. There we go. Torres. JD Martinez has 62 home runs for the Red Sox team at 80 and 81 right now. 62? And Rendon 51 and Torres at 43. We are live and on the air for another edition of baseball here on the show. It's the last game of the regular season between the Dry Creek Snakes and the New York Yankees. Yankees baseball on the show comes your way next. James Paxton, 32 starts here in 2020, 15-6 record, 3.45 ERA, 190 and 2/3 innings, 192 hits, 1.35 WHIP, 56 walks, and 231 strikeouts. Here we go. Four-seam fastball, slider, four-seam fastball, cutter, knuckle curve, and a changeup for Paxton. And sorry, wrong controller. I'm used to home team. Here we go. 3-2 down. That's a ground ball up the middle, fielded by the center baseman. Throw to first. One down to lead off the ball game. It's a nice play by Dustin Pedroia up the middle. And here's the starting lineup for the Dry Creek Snakes. Joey Wendell, Jose Martinez at DH, Eddie Rosario, Medel Sano, Marwin Gonzalez, Hunter Renfroe, Manuel Margot, G-Man Choi, and Williams Astudillo. And G-Man Choi's been at 306. Career high for Jose Martinez at 20 home runs. Here we go. One on count. That's a line driving in the gap, going over his judge, and it's all over his head and two up the wall. And Martinez is in with a one-out double. That's the first hit for either team and first hit for the Snakes. 29 double of the year, and it looks like Eddie Rosario. Last 8 games, 5 for 29, 172 average in the last 8 games. So they were not sure the leader for doubles on the Snakes, but I hit it away too quick. I saw someone at 30, so he's second. Might be tied percent on someone else that has 29. But I might have said he had 28 because I think it said he had 29, but someone had 30. I saw 3-0, so I'm not sure that's 30, but he's second place. Could be tied or second, but he's in second place. Here we go. 1-2 down. That's a ground ball to Pedroia. Throw to Voit, 2 down, but Martinez goes over to third, runner at third, 2 outs. Here comes Medel Sano. Here we go, chance to cash in. That's a ground ball right to the shortstop. Throw to first is low, but picked by Voit. Low throw by Webos, picked by Voit. One hit and one left for the Snakes. Yankees on the bat, no score here on the show. Kenta Maeda, 33 starts in 2020 with the Twins and now the Snakes. 14-9 record, 3.02 ERA, 193 and 2/3 innings, 159 hits, 1.16 WHIP, 56 walks, and 203 strikeouts. Here we go, 3-1 down. That was hit on the nose! Right in the shift. Throw to first by Gonzalez. 1 down. Here's the starting lineup for the New York Yankees. Labor Torres at DH, Aaron Judge, Justin Pedroia, Carlos Stanton, sorry if I botched that, Mendel Anular, Luke Voigt, Tyler Wade playing shortstop, Gary Sanchez, and Brett Gardner. Here comes Aaron Judge, 109 RBIs, time for 9th in the American League because JD Martinez at 62 home runs. He had like 140 RBIs or something. Yeah, we know he does. Yeah, listen. I looked at it. Real talented ground ball. That ball is off for the diamond. Wendell throw to Choi is way too late, and that's the first hit of the game for the Yankees. And it belongs to Aaron Judge. Aaron Justin Pedroia replaced DJ LeMahieu. That's a ground after B2. Gonzalez, Wendell, Choi got knocked down. He paid the price, but he still not the double play. 1-1 here in the Bronx. The scores: the Snakes 0 and the Yankees 0. Here comes Marwin Gonzalez will lead up via trail along with Miguel Sano and Kenta Maeda and Trevor May from the Twins. It was the two trades though. It wasn't the same trade. One on count. That's a line drive that coming in is Gardner, but it will fall in front of him. Gonzalez is 1-for-1 with a single, and he gets a leadoff single to start the top of the second. Here comes Hunter Renfroe. 1-2 count, and that is low. Here we go. 2-2 count. I snapped his bat to Voigt. He's gonna go to second. Got him at second. Throw to Paxton cover and safe at first. So fielder's choice. Here comes Marcos. Batting at 197, no one runs, 13 RBIs. But obviously, it was sent down middle of the year and it was called back up. It's September columns along with I think Trevor Richard. I think he's pitched like 23 in September. I think he never was in the bid leads all this year, but then he was called his September columns. Here we go. That's a ground left to be 2. Pedroia, Wade, Voigt, got him! That they got the speedy runner. Middle of 2, the score is 0-0 on the show. Here's Stanton. It's a cleanup man. Here we go. Shift is on. Full shift. That's a ground right into the shift. Throw to first by Gonzalez is right on the money, 1 down. Alright. Here's Medela Anular. He's batting 271. It's 14 home runs, 59 RBIs. So you only need 1 RBI to get 60. 1 on count to Anular. That's a ground ball. Throw to first by Gonzalez again. Is this time on the money too. 2 down. And then Luke Voigt. That's a number foul. And we got 1-2 count. That is just outside 2-2. And here are the umpires assigned for today's game. Behind the plate, Larry Bullard.
Yeah, but Larry's approachable. That's the one thing. If you turn around and say, is that as far as you're going on the outer half, he's usually going to tell you.
So, yeah. So it's, whoa. So 95% full, 44,926, 69 degrees clear IS speed as it is like September. Obviously September 27, 2020, Yankee Stadium, 55 feet elevation. Wind 5 miles per hour blowing out to center field. Scheduled first pitch 3:05, so that's why the shadows will start creeping in. It's already around this time. It's around. I mean, it's probably almost 4 p.m. because 1 minute in like this in real life is like 5 minutes in the game or something. And here are the umpires. And here are the umpires assigned for today's game. Behind the plate, Larry Bullard. At first base, James Tinsley. Second base, Jerry Simmons, and at third base, Patrick Johnson. So yeah. Right now, the pitcher's in the sun and the batter's in the shadows. The shadows are basically now halfway between the mound and the plate. Here we go. 2-2 count to Voigt. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well, but it will die in the Rosario's glove. And also that Eddie Rosario via trade from the Twins. 1-2-3 of the Bombers. No score after 2. Here comes G-Man. And 306. One on count. He snapped his bat. That ball is fair. Paxton almost overran it, and Voit wasn't covering it. That was bizarre. Not sure what happened. I think it hit him. Looks like it hit him. It would hit him in the pitcher off the mound when he tried to get the ball. That was bizarre. Hernández Astudillo, who has higher average on the road, more home runs on the road, and so it's better higher average on the road, more home runs on the road, and less. So he has higher average on the road, more home runs on the road, and less RBIs on the road. Only by one though. So it says I think 5 home runs career high because before he only had 4 in 2019 and 3 in 2018. So career high for Astudillo, who remember for the 4th of July game made the Dame losing error, or committed the Dame losing error, threw it in the camera well, and the Cubs won. Remember that he played third to replace Sano's energy was low. And really, he can play anywhere, and now it does that sometimes when I wait too long, but I want to see that replay. That was bizarre. So they called that a hit, but it was like a weirdest hit. It was like a inside. He broke his bat. It was like super inside, and then he went. They did it. Yeah, he just didn't put his glove out. Yeah, it bounced. And I went to try. I didn't do that. I tried to. I went over there to. And then if you look, it hit him. Then he like teleported 5 feet, and then he finally went back, and then what happened to Voit? That Voit, where was Voit going? I think Voit, there was no chance to get him anyways. Why? There's no reason. I know why I did that. It's because I think I was supposed to be. It had me controlling the first baseman. Because I don't remember the. Yeah, it had me controlling the first baseman. Because there's no reason he would do that. I don't know why. Because it didn't have a circle around the pitcher. It had a circle around the first baseman. That's why Voit ran like that. But I don't know why they put me as a first baseman instead of pitcher. Because first baseman, there's no way he's gonna get over there because it's on the third base side. And the shift was on too. That's why there was no one over there. Anyway, here's Astudillo. 1 on count. Astudillo, that ground ball. Second one. First. He threw it off the bat. But Voit tags Astudillo. 5-4-3 double play with Aguilar, Pedroia, and then Voit. And Voit tagged Astudillo because of a wide throw at Pedroia. Here's Wendell. That's a pop up. Back is Aguilar, and he makes the catch. Middle of 3 to score still. The Snakes 0 and the Yankees 0. Here we go. Here's Tyler Wade playing shortstop. That's a snap bat. So now Donna watches the Bree, and he does make the catch on the infield. Drafts one down. Here comes Jerry Sanchez. He's batting .218, which is kind of low. 11 home runs, only 31 RBIs. 1 on count. Might have been her. That's a ground ball right in the shift. Wendell behind second. Throw to Choi, 2 down. Won it by the Yankees, but the race on the play, so Maeda spaced a minimum to 2 2/3. Here's Brett Gardner. Foul ball. Here we go. That's a ground ball coming in, and to his right is Wendell. Throw to first, in and over. Maeda spaced the minimum through 3. And the 3 to score is still 0-0 here in the Bronx. And then Jose Martinez. 1 for 1 in the game. Here we go. 1 on count. That's a line drive on the line! And it's caught by Judge Rizal. And straight away right field, 1 down. Only 3:14. Here comes Rosario. 1 for 5 with a double. I hit 2 RBIs, so I assume that was a 2-run double in the series. So 1 for 5. I think he didn't play a game. Not sure. I think he played game 1 or game 2, but didn't play. Only played one of the 2 first. And that's a ground ball. Oh! Diamond stop by Wade to hit him! Throw to first, and Rosario beats it out. Scores decision as a base hit, and here comes Snell. So, yeah. So yeah, I think Rosario, because I think he wasn't. Oh, he was supposed to be in this lineup. I think I don't know. I haven't played, or he's played both games. He's been a lot of watch or something. So been two options. He only played game 1 or 2, but not both. Or he had like a lot of not official at bats, which the only way that would happen is if it's like a walk or hit by pitch or something, or a sad bunt or a sad fly. Anyway, now the shadows. The batter's sort of in the shadow, or the pitcher's in the shadows, and the batter's in a little, well, the pitcher's definitely in the shadow, and the batter is sort of in the shadow and sort of in the sun. Here we go, 1 on count. So now it's a ground ball, diamond stop by boy from his knees. The center one to first, double play. 3-6-1 double play. The center in the first 3 innings for the Snakes, and the inning's over. With 3.5 the scores, the Snakes 0 and the Yankees 0. 14 fastball slider, circle change, and a curveball for Tendon Maeda. Here comes Liberatore, the leadoff man for the Yankees, and the Yankees DH. That's a ground ball right into the shift. Throw to first by Gonzalez is on the money, 1 down. But Liberatore is the leadoff man for the Yankees, and he's also the Yankees DH. Here comes Judge, whose single is the only hit for the Yankees. That was all numbers. They had the pull shift on. Obviously, remember he was a Rookie of the Year back in 2017. 1-2 count. That's a ground running in the shift. Wendell behind second. Right, another on the money throw by an infielder. 2 down. Here comes Pedroia, who ground out in the first. He was the one that grounded into a double play, actually. Here we go. He faced a minimum to 3 2/3. 1 hit by Judge, but then Pedroia grounded into a double play. 1-2 count. That's a number. He has 33 speed. Maeda is left in the mound. He's faced a minimum through 4. We're through 4 here in the Bronx. The scores: the Snakes 0 and the Yankees 0. That's Memorial Park. Here's Marwin Gonzalez. 1 for 1 in the game. That's a ground ball, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. 1 down. Here comes Renfroe. Mardo on deck. It's foul ball. It'll be the 40th pitch for Paxton. There were 4 1/3 innings. That's a pop-up. No one over to his left is Judge, and he makes a catch in straightaway right field. 2 down. Here comes Mardo, who grounded into that. Here's a top pitch speed comparison. 96 miles per hour for Paxton and 91 miles per hour for Maeda. Here comes Mardo, ground into, I believe, a 3-6-1 double play in the second. 2-2 count. That's a line drive into the gap. Back is Garner, and then over. Halfway home here in the Bronx. The scores: the Snakes 0 and the Yankees 0. We're back here in the Bronx. Let's go down on the field, check in with Hanuani. That was a race time double play. And the Snakes, well, at 4 hits, 2 of them were race time double plays. Andy White. Here we got 2-2 count to Stanton, the left fielder. Foul ball. Got updated the other way because the only guy on the right side is Choi. Hit it down the line, or between Choi and Wendell, that's a ground ball foul. It's not really hard to hit it through to shift. I had to shift onto the left in the infield and the outfield. Here we go, 2-2 count. That's a ground ball right into the shift. Passing over right to Gonzalez. And that's not really an on the money throw, but it's in time, 1 down. And despite it being 69 degrees, yeah, some players are wearing short sleeves, some aren't. Well, obviously all the uniforms are short sleeve, but sometimes you have the long sleeve undershirt, and the umpires are wearing the short sleeve blue shirt, or short sleeve black shirt. Short sleeve black shirt. Here we go. 1 on count at Annular. That's a ground ball. There are 2 downs. They have 1 hit by Judge, but it's a race on a double play by Pedroia, and that's batter. And here's Voigt. Maeda's faced a minimum through almost 5. 50th pitch coming from Maeda. That's a ground ball right in his shift. And Maeda is faced a minute through 5. No score after 5 here on the show. Here's Choi, the Astudillo, and then the top of the order on Wendell. Here we go. 1-2 count. That's a pop-up or a really fly ball right to standing there to shift on to the right infield and outfield. He makes a catch in left center field, 1 down. And then 1 Astudillo. I think that's 0 for 1 in the game, 0 for 4 in the series. So he's played one or two, but not both. Only 1. It's a ground ball, so he's not end up playing 2 out of 3 into this 3-game series. So the first 2 down. Astudillo's 0 for 5 in the series, 0 for 2 in the game. So that means game 1 or 2 and 0 for 3, and then the game he didn't. And then for game 1 he went 0 for 3, and then playing game 2, or he didn't play in game 1. And he went 0 for 3 and then 2. One of those 2 options. Here's Wendell. 1 count. That's all tapper. And we're through 5.5 still. No score on the show. Between the 2 teams, no runs, 5 hits, 4 on the stands, 1 by the Yankees. That was the race on the double play, so Maeda faced the minute under 5. And then no errors. Here's Wade. That was hit on the nose right to Wendell. Perfect, but it was hit on the nose, but it was right to Wendell, and on the money throw by Wendell. It's showing 1 down. Here comes Gary Sanchez. That was hit on the nose. 1 count. That was a foul ball. 1-2. 1-2 count. Here we go. 1-2 count. That's a foul ball. Remains 1-2 to the Yankees catcher. That's it, Rommel right into the shift. That's like the 5th time today they hit into the shift. 2 down. I mean, if you're doing the full shift, hit it the other way. I mean, they've been playing hard to hit it through the shift. And here comes Gardner, who literally doesn't have a shift on. No, he doesn't. But both infield and outfield are straight up normal. That's a ground ball up the middle. Going on, and it's knocked down by Gonzalez. Up the middle, and that's going to be, score's decision is a base hit. Here comes Torres. 0 for 2 in the inning, 3 for 11 in the series. 1 count. That's a line drive. That ball is hit well. Retreating into Rosario. That ball, it's gone. Flavor Torres at number 44. 408 feet, 106 miles per hour off the bat. His 44th home run of the year. The left center field, and it's 2-0 Yankees here in the bottom of 6th. His 44th home run of the year, and it's 2-0 Yankees in the bottom of the 6th. Number 44. Here. So that's only been 3 hits, 2 singles. One was a race on double play. And now a home run. It's a ground ball. So he's facing into a 2-run home run by Gleyber Torres. It's 44th of the year. The score is now the Yankees 2, and the stands 0 after sitting into play. Here we go. Here comes Martinez. Saints only have 4 hits. 1 down. That's a ground ball. Line drive pass. A diving Pedroia Martinez is on. Represent the time or bring out the time under the plate. And I believe that's Eddie Rosario. Here we go. 1 count. That's a ground on the void. Set it 1 first, and that's an easy 3-6-3 double play. They still have 7 more outs to work with, down by 2. Here comes Miguel Sano. That's a ground right into the shift. Pedroia to the right of second. Throw to first and over the head of Voy, and it hit the screen in front of the Yankees dugout, and Sanchez bats it up. So yeah, it was obviously that double play was obviously Voy, Wade, and bat to Voy. That's on a charged error, obviously Pedroia, E4. So here's Gonzalez. 2 count. That's a ground ball. That ball is off. Oh, the shortstop threw the. Oh, they throw the first is wide. It would have been safe anyways. 2 on, 2 out now. And they're starting to warm up. Tommy Tainley in the Yankees bullpen. Mr. Chapman and I said 51 saves. And also, by the way, I forgot to mention Anderson and Chapman, the Yankees closer, and I said Ned Anderson, or Ross Chapman, Ned Anderson, the Saints closer, both at 51 saves. Here we go. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball, and the Saints squandered the opportunity. The error by the Yankees, the 2-outer, did not come back to haunt the Yankees. Then in stretch time here at the Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, scores the Yankees 2 and the Saints 0. Here we go. Here's Pedroia, who made the error and did not come back to haunt the Yankees. 2-2 count. Swing and miss, strike 3. First strikeout of the game for either team, and it belongs to the Saints star, Kenta Maeda. Here comes Stanton. I mean, he's only doing up 2 runs. 70th pitch coming. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball, and Stanton punches it between Wendell and Gonzalez, so he can punch. He can, or just did really. He also can. But, punch it through the shift. And here comes the next guy. And they're starting to warm up. Taylor Rogers, who has, a .89 ERA in the Saints bullpen in his left center field. 1-1 count. That's a little tap for Batamaya. No chance for 2. But he does it out at first, runner at center, 2 outs now. Here's Boyd, who has a homer in the series. 2-1 count. That's a ground ball to Gonzalez. And Maeda is through 7, giving up only 2 runs, both earned in the 2-run home run by Liberatore at number 44. And the 7, the score is 2-0 Bombers. 7-8-9 due up for the Saints in the top of the 8th. Here's Mardo. He's 0 for 2 in the game. That's a ground ball at the middle. Fielded by the center base, another first safe. Mardo beats it out. And the Yankees will have up to 20 seconds to challenge the call by first base umpire James Tinsley. And is he out? He's safe. And the rule from the Yankees that out the first base dugout is no for Aaron Boone. I'm not. If he was let out, I would have said challenge. Here comes Choi. There goes Mardo. That's a ground ball, not the runner over. That was a hit and run right to Wade. 1 down, but Mardo goes to center base. Here comes Astudillo. Over 2 ground outs. One was a double play, yeah. Double play and that 1-3 ground out. Here we go. 1-1 count. That's a pop up on the infield. And Ular makes the catch on the infield. Dirt 2 down. Now it's up to whatever Joey Wendell. Here we go. That's a nubber. Charging is a shortstop. Bands it got him. And Norm done up to the leadoff infield single. Middle of 8, the scores, the Yankees 2 and the Saints 0. And here comes Taylor Rogers. 24 for 26 on saves. I believe 22 of the saves. I think 21 of the saves were the Twins, and the last 3 were the Saints. Here we go, 1-1 count. That's all number coming in is Rosario, and dove and missed him. Or he dove and missed the ball, or he dove and the ball and all the way went past him. So the leadoff double by Wade, his 3rd double of the year. And that's what he did, was thumbs down to the Saints dugout. And here comes Darius Sanchez. That's a ground right to Sano. Going at the second is Wade, and Sanchez out at first. Here comes Gardner. 1-1 count. Foul ball, 1-2. And Tommy Tainley is ready to win, but they're also starting up left-handed pitcher Ross Chapman, their closer, in the Yankees bullpen in right center field. We got 1-2 count. That's a ground ball, and Wade is about to send in again. The leadoff double, and then a 5-3 ground out, then a 6-3 ground out. The runner doesn't move. Here comes Gleyber Torres, who responsible for the only offense for the Yankees or either team. The 2-run home run against Miami in the 6th. It's foul ball. Here we go. 1-2 down. It's another foul ball. One, two down. That's another foul ball. Good battle between Rogers and Torres. 1-2 down. That's another back to Rogers. And he's just gonna take it himself. Can he win the foot race? Yes, he can. It's Saints 2 runs to tie, 3 to take the lead in the top of the 9th. And the 8th, the scores the Yankees 2 and the Saints 0. Here comes Martinez, 2-3-4 to it for the Saints in the top of the 9th. Here comes Lawless Chapman, who's blown only 3 saves, and the third save was yesterday in the last game. Here we go. If he can hit this, that means he'll have the most saves in the American League. It's him and Nick Anderson, the closer for the Saints, were tied 51 for the American lead. That's a ground ball. Anular, throw to first, 1 down. James Paxton, 8 hits, or 8 innings pitched, 7 hits, no runs, no earned runs, no walks, no strikeouts, 76 pitches thrown. Here comes Rosario. That was hit on the nose, punched through the shift, and Rosario's on. Here comes the cleanup man. Medel Sano is the tying run. 1-2 count. That's a ground ball up the middle. So Rosario gets a hit. Now Sano gets a hit. Throw to second is not in time. 2 on, 1 out. And it looks like Sano had a hitting streak, and it's an 8-game hitting streak. So now pinch run. Now pinch run. Yeah, Red Jones will pinch run for Eddie Rosario at second base. And then Mallet Smith will pinch run for Sano at first base. So Joe's at second, Smith at first. Tyner at first base, go ahead and run at the plate for Gonzalez. 1-2 down. That's a number coming in is Judge, and it hit him. Coming in is the runner. One of them will score, and then I'll hold the second runner as it hit Judge. Gonzalez with his RBI double, 27th double of the year. As you can see, he dove, and I don't know why I couldn't have picked it up. I mean, I ran past it 20 times. I think it was only safe anyways. Here comes Hunter Renfroe. Infield. Oh, no. That was bizarre, but it would have been 1 RBI anyways. Probably that. I mean, that was all. He jammed off the fastball. Judge dove, but he dove way too. Hit him in the back, like the back of the knee, his left kneecap, and then where was the runner? Yeah, even if he picked it up right away, he might have been out at second base, because if he picked it up right now, yeah, he probably was gonna be out at second base. But first of all, I didn't realize. He was going to be out at center base. I did that on purpose. I accidentally ran past the ball. It's not a hard hit, pick up the ball. He would have been out center base. It was infield in for Renfroe. 1-2 count. That's a ground through base hit, and the tying runner scored. It's botched. And the Saints are taking the lead. Throw home is offline, but the runner will score anyways as he bunched it. Stanton punches the ball. 2-run score. Chapman's in a turn on Brennan Canley. As Chapman not gonna finish with the, or he could finish tied for first, but he won't finish alone because he's going to another save situation because this is the last game of the season. Unbelievable. Second error of the game. So then they're saying send on E7 1 RBI. Because the center runner probably wasn't only sent. And here comes Mardo. Mardo, that's a ground ball. Caught by Pedroia, 2 down. Runner is over to third. But obviously they still have the lead. So that was an RBI double by Marwin Gonzalez. And then an RBI single only by Hunter Renfroe. Here comes G-Man Choi. I mean, and then the Snakes are starting to Nick Anderson. Here we go. Here's G-Man, 3-2 down. That's it, round back to Canley. 7 men down the plate, 3 of them. The Yankees need 1 run at a time, 2 to win in the bottom of the 9th. Middle of 9, the Stars, the Snakes 3, and the Yankees 2. Emmanuel Murdo, or Dred Jones will not remain today and play left field. And Smith cannot remain today and play third base. I know, here comes Anderson to play, or face Judge, who's blown 9 saves, 51 for 60. If he can hit this, he'll finish alone for first place in the American League for saves. Due up is 2-3-4 what the Snakes did the Snakes had in the top of the 9. So yeah, I'm gonna, first of all, Jones can play center field or shortstop. I don't want to take Gonzalez out, but maybe I didn't take I not take Mardo. I just split Jones and Mardo. Is Mardo can play left? Yes, he can. Jones can't play short and center. So Jones is in center, and then Smith, I do him to the outfield. Who do I take out then? Or allow him to play left field? Meadows, Zanino. I don't know what I'm doing. And then I'll flip or switch Astudillo and Smith. So Astudillo's at third, which he can play third. He can play any position besides pitcher, catcher, and shortstop. And then I'm gonna take out Smith because he can't play catcher and put Zanino behind the plate. So yeah, Zanino replace Mal Smith defensively. Here we go against Judge. Anderson trying to close the door. That's a snap bat. Anderson avoids the Bree, and he underhand flipped it to Choi, and he done it by a step or less. 10th of May, 7 innings pitched for its 2 runs, 2 runs, no loss, 1 strikeout, 76 innings, 76 pitches thrown. What in that decision? No matter who wins the game. He's not in line for the win because he only went 7 innings, and he didn't go 8. He would hit the no decision no matter who wins the game. 1-1 count. That's a ground ball. Fielded by the center baseman. Throw to first. Got him, 2 down. One center baseman grounds out to the other. And he's on a final out, but it's in the form of Stanton. Here we go. 3-2 count. And he barely got a piece of it. Too close to tape there because who knows if Larry Blair's gonna warm him up. That's a fly ball. That ball is hit well. Retreated. It's a center fielder. The ball is gone. Stanton has tied the game. Stanton with a solo home run, a dead center field. His 34th of the year. 416 feet, 99 miles per hour off the bat. And this game is all tied at 3. We're down to our final strike and out, and Stanton hit one of the dead center field just out of the reach of Jones in center, who obviously pinch ran for Rosario, and then moves him to center, and then Mardo to left. I couldn't tell if I got the circle or not because of the sun, but it was just out of the reach. That was just out of the reach of the center. So now Anderson and Chapman will end the season with tied for first place in the save, the 51, because both now blown the save. So he's now on blow. So Chapman's on the year 51 for 55 on saves, and then Anderson's on the year 51 for 61 on saves. I mean, possibly could have got 60 saves. Could have got 61 if it was perfect, but everyone's obviously not perfect. But He'll do a lot first. This is like the perfect thumbnail, maybe. Especially a Memorial Park. It was just out of the reach of him. Or something like that. Something like that, maybe. Something like that. Here we go, and now one for two in the or 1-2 down. That's a ground ball. So both teams stand shot 3 to 9 to take the lead 3-2, and then the Yankees get one with 2 straight 2 out home run or solo home run by Stan in the dead center field. We had the Astros in the Bronx tie at 3. Here we go, and here comes Williams Astudillo. So it ends simultaneously, no action in either bullpen. Ah, it was hit well! Perfect Astudillo. That's a single, although he has 3 speed. And remember, he's playing third base. I present at third base now. And here's Wendell. And there's Sean Orma of Zach Britton in the Yankees bullpen right center field. Is there anyone speedier? Did anyone else play third base though? Well, now I've got speedier. I know like pinch run Austin Meadows, but who else can play third base? That's the problem. I don't know who else can play third base. Oh yeah, Marwin Gonzalez can, but who else can play shortstop? Well, I might have to do some more of those things, but I decided to put Jones at shortstop, and then I could put Meadows in center, because Meadows would replace Astudillo. So now I would replace. Then yeah, I decided I don't know pinch run. So Austin Meadows will pinch run for Astudillo at first base. Here we go. 1-2 down. And he's bunting, and it's fair! That was a good bunt. Sanchez fields, throws, got him at first. So he's 0 for 4 now with a sack bunt. Doesn't have the official at bat, so he's still 0 for 4. Here's Martinez. That one single in the game. Before this game, he was 0 for 3 in the series. Now he's 2 for 7. Here we go. 3-2 down. That's a fly ball. Back is Gardner. And he will catch it. You know, Tad. Throw to third. It is safe. Should have been out to throw all the way there, but it would have been a long throw, and usually that's not accurate. Here's Jones, who was a 2020 Southernly North All-Star. Jones, a rookie. Switch hitter. Here we go. 1-1 count. Go ahead run at third. That's a ground ball. That's fielded by the shortstop. No, he buried it and missed it. And it's bunched by Stanton. Throw to second and Jones is out. But the run does score. And the Snakes retake the lead 4-3. Yankees 1 run tie, 2 to win in the bottom of the 10th. Middle 10 to score the Snakes 4 and the Yankees 3. That was bizarre. Austin Meadows will not remain. They didn't play third base because he can't play third. So that looks like Anderson. Well, he can't hit the save, but he can hit the win if he can close it down here. So I don't switch Meadows and I guess Jones. So Meadows can be in center, and then I would switch Jones and Gonzalez. So yeah, now I have Meadows in center, batting 9th. Jones still batting third, just shortstop now, and Gonzalez playing third, still batting 5th. They don't just switch positions, so we still have 2 bench players left, Brandon Lau and Mitch Haniger. Here we go. So no action in either or in the Saints bullpen. That's a swing and a miss on a sinker that came in. And they're starting to warm up Trevor May, just in case Nick Anderson gets into trouble. 1-2 down. That's a ground ball going over Jones, now playing shortstop. Almost robbed Stan home run when he was playing center field in the bottom of the 9th. That would have been an epic ending. Here's Anderson getting tired. Tyler Wade, 1 on count. That's a fly ball back is Meadows, who pinch ran for Astudillo in the 9 and scored the go-ahead run, 2 down. It's not over yet. And due up in the inning, I forgot who was up. It was 6, 7, 8. So here's Sanchez. 1 on count. And that is in there, 1 and 2. He needs a final strike, like they were in the 9th. But then Sanchez or Stanton homers. 1, 2 down. That's a ground ball. The ball is passed. Evan Wingle. Sanchez is on, and the Tyner at first base, winning run at the plate. And you might now see May come in. And it looks like a hitting streak continues for Sanchez. 8-game hitting streak to 0. Here comes Gardner. You might see May come in at the top of the order. Comes up. And looks like I'll take down Anderson. He's on for the win. And here comes May looking for the save. Who's, I'm not sure. With a high ERA, almost 6, 5.95. Trying to hit Gardner. Tyner at first base, winner at the plate. The DH Torres is on deck if the game continues. Do they have anyone faster at first? No. Mike Tauntman will pinch run for Gary Sanchez at first base. Here we go. 1 on count. That's a ground. That should do it. Jones flips it to Wendell, and then for the 4th inning, and the game is over. The Saints win it 4-3 in 10 innings over the Yankees as they got 3 in the 9th. The Yankees got 1 in the. It was 2-0 on the top of the 9th. The Saints got 3 in the 9th. 3 in the 9th to give them the lead, and then they did, and then Stanton with a 2-strike, 2-out home run to tie the game, and then Red Jones with a game-winning RBI with a go-ahead RBI single on the top of the 10th, and then hang on to win in 10 innings. So made it to 1-out save. 4 runs and 13 hits, no errors for the Saints. 3 runs and 7 hits, 2 errors for the Yankees. And that 1 error, well, obviously. So yeah, Torres had a 2-run home run that didn't lead in the 6th. The Saints got 3 in the 9th to win the game. Well, not in. And then, yeah, Gonzalez had the RBI, and Jones, Renfroe had an RBI, Jones had an RBI, Jones had and then scored a run. I guess he only 1 for 1. I'm not sure. Yeah, Jones pinch ran. Everything not weird, but okay. Murder got a hit. He's been at 189 now. 198. Never mind. So yeah, looks like Wendell and 0 for 5. I said that's 0 for 5. Well, Smith never got at bat as he was taken out. Everyone got a hit. Obviously, Zanino never got at bat. Smith never was the one that was taken out. Meadows never got at bat. Did score a run though. And Wendell, I said, didn't call that a sacrifice when he bunted the runner over to center base. That didn't call that a sacrifice. He was the only one that didn't start. That started that didn't get a hit but he ended up doing 239. Shaw ended up finishing 305. So yeah. That was a good game, so yeah. I have to look on the pitching. Yeah, so Maeda, and then Rodgers and Anderson. So Nick Anderson is the one who moves to 3-8 on the season and finishes 3-8 on the season. Trevor made it to save his 2nd of the season, and he finishes the season with 2 saves. I'm not sure if the first save was the Saints or the Twins. I'm not sure. And then Ross Chapman did his 4th blown save of the season. Finishes the season with 4 blown saves. And then Tommy Taylor did the loss. He falls at 2-4 on the season, and he finishes 2-4 on the season. they only had 3 pitchers because Pats went 8 innings. For the Snakes, well, May went 7, Rogers went 1, Anderson went 1 and 2/3, and 2/3, and then May went an inning and a third. So that was a really good game. A really good game. And I believe, if I'm looking right, there's only 3 RBIs because that third one, it was Jones who had RBI single only. They official scored the decision on that. Well, they didn't say it, but I assume it would have been something like this: single, E7, 1 RBI, because the second runner wasn't gonna. It probably was gonna be. I wasn't gonna send him until he botched it. And it wasn't my fault he botched it. And the first day was on Pedroia that overshot Boyd, and then second error obviously was on Stanton. Well, it would have tied the game, but it wouldn't have given the Saints the lead. So I have to watch my Dons now really soon, at least, because I want them at 40, or it's 3:40. So yeah, I already told you the schedule all the way to Thursday, and there'll be most likely 2 videos on Friday. Maybe, I'm not sure. It might be golfing. I'm not sure, but there will be hopefully a video every day until school starts, and after that, I don't know. Obviously, I'll have Labor Day and tomorrow, and I'll watch it in between the Angels and the White Sox in Chicago. And the next episode on MLB Show 20 postseason series, 5th and possibly final postseason Brad in MLB Show 20. I do a sound close and no 45th episode, the like button. Subscribe if you have any. I tell your mom, dad, grandpa, aunts, uncles, pets, and friends about these videos. I'm going to see you in episode number 9 of the Stryker Saints Relocation franchise series. See you in episode number 9, and eat a lot of bacon. And go Snakes. Yeah. And eat a lot of bacon. Or yeah. And eat a lot of bacon. Oh yeah. Thank you for watching, guys. See you next time. Eat a lot of bacon and go Snakes.